that have been consistent, speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor, no more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what be here? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria, no more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media, the number one media in Nigeria, no more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 19 Korokoto. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger what you
everywhere is scatter.
Bro, I don't like those days with the give months the 50 euro before those days, even 100 euro. Now and the Magari 150 euro don't do anything. You know, 50 euro never spend 3 days for them. Not spend 3 days for the 3 days.
Baba survivor for na warrior mode.
Nah, I don't see the thing. The thing is getting worse. Just like somebody's salary is bag of rice costed than somebody's salary. Can you imagine that? What about who have a family, who have a kids, like 2 or 3? How you team it up?
They just want to everybody.
Because the way Nigeria being herself, first when they collect 1 million naira for a month, you never reach until live well. For good living, not rich.
So,
see that one.
Oh yeah, that 1 million where you talk now. 1 million where you talk now. For this Nigeria like this now, over 100 million people they will say that 1 million. They never see them before for the like 6 months or 8 months now. They don't know what to be 1 million.
Just 500 euro.
Okay. Okay. People do like this. When they say this year like this, they never see 50,000 naira for their life.
How you tell us
boy, my bro. People they suffer. People do like this. So we say if I go like this now, if I go dash them 500, they go prostrate for me. 500 naira. They go prostrate for me. Like yes.
God bless you, bro.
If I give them 500 naira, they go prostrate for me, bro. No be say me, I be trenches boy all my life. They prostrate for floor for me. That is how poverty they don't enter this land rich. People they suffer. We don't get voice. Nobody sabi them. Nobody send them. Now why God create us for their midst? So they feel what then they feel. We say go through what they go through, so that we go feel be the voice.
But the true matter they say, the Trump matter, and be up to 11 or 12 countries in Western world, yeah. Any country where middle group, bro, I don't like now government I build everywhere. Now build down, both the living house, both the
your
road,
government
hospital,
be your God. Now your
everything.
government will provide good life for you
Yes,
first before you
yeah,
could provide something for
yes,
yourself.
yes,
Your
and this
government has to
self
lay a good foundation of heaven for you first. Now their
yes,
responsibility. Why are they
yes.
running away from it?
No, say Africa believe, they believe in prayer. Say God is coming, Jesus is coming.
For how long?
Heaven and earth. They are deceiving themselves.
Ever,
The
ever
most,
and
the
earth.
most, where- the most where they wrongly for the first problem Africa start is Christianity they introduce to them. Now that one they take count them.
Now the
Christianity, now
religion,
they take
now
for
religion,
yeah, now Christian
religion
mostly not
bring
even Muslim.
tribalism. Everything. I see
Yeah,
politicians they do everything.
mostly Bible, bro. Now Bible they take frustrate Africa. Now Bible they take poor Africa for poverty. Go to England or Sunday. Go to England. Most of the church, you know, see who they sleep on, who they go that they attend or Sunday morning. Go.
Same
Most of the
people
church
that
they are
introduce
club.
the religion, no, they practice and reach you also
Yeah.
before they buy and won't give.
Ura
It's happen.
Bible,
No be
Ura Bible.
juju
Is it
be
not
that.
King? Ura Bible. Is it not King James? Is it not King
King
James?
James na the
Don't be that
richest
Bible.
man now
Is it not?
for UK now. Person wey dey tell una say money is the root of all evil. Na the richest.
Okay. Okay.
Imagine.
Yes. No, bro. The truth of the matter be say, first, now Christianity, church. All the old church in Nigeria they are fraud.
Baba, no
Fraud.
worry now. Una go soon dey hear
Fraud.
for news now. You know how many pastors they go
Fraud.
beat. You know how many man of God they go beat. May they all of them no, they no go die. Oh. The shame go catch them
Fraud.
for their lifetime.
No.
No be they will die for where.
Yes.
They will die in the shame.
Yes.
You know they no go escape for where. We dey here.
I say the highest fraud we get. I tell them say the young boys are learning. The highest fraud we have in Africa is pastors. That's the
See,
problem we have.
Vic Prince
Pastors.
Automobile, Oga Bible no do anything. Talk about evil leaders. See, let me tell you something though. As an African
Yes.
man or woman, if you dey even think of Bible, you are a failure to your ancestor in the first place. You don't fail this land. There's a book carry
Yes.
it away you. Either I like it or not.
Okay.
No concern me.
Oh, they're too frustrated with Christianity. That's what they are. The first their problem started. Christianity. Deceiving them. On Monday till your Sunday, children will do church. iPhone will buy 2.73 million. Now 12 years old, 13 years, they do it for China. iPhone. all those phone. Now children they do it. But children the part they go church go to do fasting.
Now prophet they do for a prophet, they rate prophet, they speak in tongue. Since they speak in tongue now, nobody fit do to speak with the speak in tongue where they speak in tongue. That Bible, what the Bible don't do for this land. Bible don't create anything for this life. What have you been? All the things they create inside Bible, now no fit create them for life. All the miracle they inside Bible, none will not do for physical life. All of them they craze. Now they mad. Since camera don't do for phone like this now, no Bible, nobody they do miracle again. Now no gree do miracle again since camera don't dey. Useless people.
Very useless people, my God.
Now don't see camera now. Now no they do miracle again. Miracle no can they work. All of a sudden, miracle no they work again. Me now they believe God is coming. Me now they close eye, they call ourselves for corner, they ask ourselves, say, why my mumu too much? Like, no, they tire on now.
You believe say God is coming? Coming where? To where?
Men are they give ourselves critical thinking. Don't just accept what they tell you. Even if me I come here, I tell you, I say this is yellow. Ask yourself why I talk.
Sorry, me I have a call.
Men are they think. No be say they will just tell and say go there. You go just go there. Ask yourself why they say me you go there. Always ask question. Question anything. Now you're right. Question everything. If you no question now, you no go fit know wetin dey behind them. Question and no don't just accept it. Question it. See, religion don't fall. Me nah no worry. Una go don't know. Now even the Allah they fight themselves. That everywhere don't scatter. Allah, oh Jesus, all of them agency don't the way they fight themselves. They fight everything. I don't scatter. Everywhere go scatter. They no go know anything. My only problem where I'm trying to defeat now tribalism, because now the only thing where the government they win us now that tribalism.
Yeah, not
we are able to conquer tribalism, then we are winning. That is all. But you see that religion, it go crumble. No worry
It don't
yourself.
they crumble already. It don't they crumble
Now that
already.
tribalism, now I just need to kick out. Once we are able to kick out tribalism, then we have won.
Now another thing, tribalism, na another thing wey be say we go defend. But you see this Church of 18 and the Mosque of 18, man, two of them go crumble, no be joke.
Those ones they don't worry. Even the same big alpha where they be big alpha before, don't they come outside, come talk say that Allah no be better person. If their miss don't speak, no worry yourself. They go do alright. Then I then go fight themselves. Now then go constantly they explain themselves. Everybody go explain time.
If you see wetin one prophet, if you see wetin one prophet cost me for in live section, I'll go.
Cause if they tell you say you get cause for mouth, you will get cause for mouth. You know if you cause all the people where they spoil this land, make them have bush things, make them no come back.
I tell you.
Now they craze which cause na get for mouth.
Criminal in be. I tell her say na criminal in be.
Who give na cause? Which cause? Who they approve the cause? The craze. Which cause na get?
My brother, and people know
Then I
this
go sit down.
well. Now you know say now women they too they catch.
Now
Well,
even politicians, now women they use now women. Now women be every loophole.
catch.
Once they don't catch all these our elderly women like this, now through them they go take catch the young ones, catch their family, catch everybody, draw everybody near to achieve their aim.
No be joke. These people okay. I been tell that pastor say, oh yeah, now if you feel say you dey heal people for your church, come, may we go Federal Medical Center, may we go FMC.
Maybe during COVID, nobody hear anybody.
He saying God,
Church.
he saying God
They
no tell am make people go
They
hospital.
lock church. Abi they no lock church. They
They
lock
lock
mosque.
church.
Abi they no lock mosque. They lock Anna.
Seeking, even yesterday, I've been there tell one man say, okay, you be Catholic, Abi. Okay, no worry. If say 10,000 Catholic churches, they Nigeria now like all the whole Catholic churches now, they 10,000. We know say it pass. They Nigeria. Okay, calculate and say every Sunday, each one they bring 100,000 naira. Calculate and just times 100,000 times 10,000. Well, the money where they carry come out, go Vatican City, go beautify am. Una go still pay money, apply for visa, go pilgrimage.
You see, you know what they even vex me like this. Say, I wish the Christian and the Muslim association can just test their way, just to let them know for me just to let them know say they have been useless for so many years. Maybe they don't they pray for many years now, they dey in poverty, right? Good.
Yes,
Now,
now.
may they do all those time where they go they pray, where they go mountain, where they do. May they just find like two of maybe Muslim and Friday they go pray.
Yes.
May they just find one Friday, may they no go pray for mosque. May all of them go pray, may they close road, may they pray. Throughout that Friday, pray for the whole road. They cancel the remaining thing, no move. May they pray like that. May Christians say one Sunday, may they shut the road down, do church instead of do church inside. May they do church, may they do their service for road, shut down the country. If their life no go better pass all those years where they don't go short.
Yes, now.
They go cause something where we say government go get their time, they go look there, they go feed demand for their right. Instead of praying, you take action. Action how you need, no be prayer. If we dey pray, nothing will happen. We need to take action. No be prayer we need. You don't need prayer. If you take action for 5 days, you go see results instead of praying for 10 years.
Prayer. As if I dey like this, I begin pray. Who I want pray to?
Oh yeah, pray now. Say, oh yeah, God, I beg, kill me. Oh God, I beg, kill me. You no go die. So that's to tell you, say your prayer no dey work. Why they stress? Who your prayer help?
Oh my God.
Pray when you die.
This
If you
is
go die.
brother, if we go to see grown up people, we see they go school. they go school oh, they go just they believe one kind thing. People wey go school oh,
Wow. Alpha, oh
I
yeah,
ask
me
dem
I
say
you tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen, share the live. This live below. Oh yeah, oh yeah, now, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Before my,
he
I
say
did
na
here for few
China
minutes, make I
colonize
just
us.
see people, talk to people.
If you ask me, this man is by far the most hypocritical man of God ever to have ever held a microphone to preach the gospel. This was a man who took to the street to physically protest against hardship during the administration of Goodluck Jonathan, but suddenly realized that our problem in Nigeria now is spiritual, and therefore we should pray, we should commune everything to God. It's so funny that because some people claiming to be men of God speak so so slowly and so gently, therefore have a certain semblance of holiness and deceiving people. I think this man's spirituality only exists if a Yoruba man is a president. I still find it difficult that one who claims to have his ear close to the mouth of God cannot discern spirituality from hypocrisy. It's so funny that because Tinubu is a Yoruba man, yes, I said it, because when Jonathan was in power, he was very vocal. He went to the street and took placards and protested against Jonathan. Because during Buhari's tenure, because his member of church, who again is
oppressed of mind. If monkey wear bone straight, gorilla go ask am. The things wey our mothers see, wey dey take remain in marriage for 50 years, na our guests dey see for this generation, they no fit stay for 5 years. Some people marry because of red carpet, while some marry because of rest of mind. If monkey wear bone straight, gorilla go ask am out.
Hey.
Dicky Famous. Welcome.
Thank
How
you.
you doing now?
I did fine. Sorry, say I call you impromptu like that.
I know.
Na just something where they bother me. When I look and say, now you have people to talk.
No wahala.
I don't need you for marriage.
You don't even overdue for marriage.
I know.
Some people they pay monthly due as a bachelor.
And I don't use I have me. But I know if you just jump enter marriage without seeking, wise counseling from now we don't marry. You don't do marriage for 5 years. 5 years is not a joke. Now where I won't marry, I guess some things where they look out for where woman do.
Okay.
See, as a comedian, as an artist, you get some things where I feel say now I need to look before I marry a woman.
Okay.
For example, you say as artists now they go many events.
Yes.
I need the kind wife where be say I go feel they carry the commot. Wife will be presentable.
The kind wife where people will see, they'll say, Baba, you sabi marry.
Yes, people will see and they'll say, oh my, this comedian marry, this one try. You get eye. You know, get where you go marry, they'll say you get eye.
When you post and they'll say comedians they marry 5 wives sharp.
So I know maybe say reach my turn, I mean go come break the standard. You get as it be. Say I marry wife now, I go dey hide them.
Wife where you and you go they do content together.
Maybe say if we did together, people go they envy. If you post video, everything everywhere go tear.
They'll say the famous they enjoy you.
Yes.
See your fine wife.
I see how you they talk about your wife every time for stage. They always post your wife. And because your wife fine.
Okay.
So I want wife with the glitter, with the spark as you come outside, as she enters sun. You go feel say mosquito never bite her once.
The wife where you go post, you go get views.
Yes.
If you post a picture, you get likes.
Every man with the wish saying at them, Maria.
Red carpet kind of wife.
Thank you. So I won't maintain that standard. I feel say I need girl when sharp, her body, like the physical appearance will just be very present.
I know where you they go, my brother.
Yes, I see my come from
I understand.
Me tell me what you think from your experience.
You know, say you talk and just now say I don't spend 5 years for marriage.
Yes.
Of course, I don't spend 5 years for marriage, but marriage is an institution. No be say I don't see everything for that 5 years where I spent for marriage. So, but 5 years for our generation. Now 50 years for our parents' generation. You know why? The things where our mothers see for marriage, when they take remain in marriage for 50 years, now our guests they see for this generation, they no fit stay for 5 years. My brother, there is difference between wife material and fine material. Wife material day, fine material day. You know, say those days where our man still dey tie wrapper, Hollandis day, super print day.
Yes, yes.
Super print now they get the fine design, but Hollandis design no dey too shine like that. But Hollandis now dey last pass super print.
Be lie.
And you know say Ashoko dey, and Ashoke dey shine, but Ashoke no dey let food keep. So no be everything wey fine, no be good. Some people marry because of red carpet, while some marry because of rest of mind.
No be lie.
It is better to give your children a good mother than to give yourself a fine wife.
This one deep.
You see this work wey we dey do? Na mental work o, na brain work. As you dey like this, you are already married to your craft
First.
So as you wan marry now, you don get two wife. Your craft and your wife. So when you marry wife wey dey nag, wife wey no dey give you rest of mind, you will not be good in your craft. Now make many comedians wey marry today and many musicians wey marry no dey succeed for their craft.
Hey.
E too funny o, e too sabi crack joke o, e too dey art o, e too dey sing o, may marry. Whether you still dey get the same feedback.
Hey.
So it is deep, deeper than you think. You dey talk something about my wife just now. Listen to me. No woman wey no fine. Now depends on how you take treat am.
Depends on how you take treat am.
If monkey wear bone straight, gorilla go ask am out.
Hey. Edo pikin. You talk this one. If monkey wear bone straight,
Gorilla
go ask am out.
Make I give you one example. You don't see your mama picture. You see your mama picture, abi?
Yes.
You know say na your mama born you.
No, nah.
You know say you be fine man. But you see your mother picture that time. When your mother young, wey you see her picture, if the time say you go buy fine pikin like you go believe? No. That means your mama get enough beauty, fine, but na the way your father take treat her.
Yes.
How will your father treat her well? You go beauty, you go know say you resemble your mama well.
Yes. The beauty no come out.
E no come out. That's why some children dey say, where this pikin see beauty from? Now you born this pikin. Now you born now. Now because you no take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. You see, you don't resemble your pikin back.
Yes, sir. No be lie.
So, my brother, as a man, if you want to get married, the first prerequisite for marriage no be for beauty, no be height, no be size. Marry for rest of mind.
Rest of mind.
No use Instagram take judge o. No use Instagram judge. Many people you dey see say that they post, where you dey see, where you dey like, say for night, two of them no dey sleep one place.
Hey, they do one for the gram.
They do one for the ground. Some people are happily married online, but offline,
No joy.
no joy. So my brother, if you want to be successful in your craft, marry rest of mind. Marry woman wey go give you rest of mind. Once woman give you rest of mind, you will see her beauty.
This way tell me, so I need time to digest that.
That is why you see say many people today, they no fit, their marriage no last. Because they marry because of the feedback wey they will get from the general public. Oh, you dey marry sha? Oh, you dey marry sha? Oh, you dey marry sha? E no last. You buy ashwebi, you buy better material, you marry wrong wife material. Now the ashwebi last pass your marriage.
This one deep. Yeah, should be last pass your marriage. Hey. Not true you talk.
So my brother, think am twice. Think am twice.
Papa, thank you so much. Now why I say my come with you. I know see at least if I come, you go get one or two things to tell me. We go straighten me. Now make I go back now, go look the right things. Not just beauty and all these things.
I dey expect you again.
No wahala.
When you
Thank
don't
so
see woman of your choice, you will still let us know.
No wahala. I go update you.
Because woman of your choice, it no be our choice, but it be God's choice.
Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I go update you.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
So that serving God and in the interest of his kingdom with your resources is gateway to a world of financial fortune. We are called to serve God, but the instrument of our service, among others, is money. Money. So serving God is incomplete without your financial resources. And in any case, he gave them silver and gold so that they can go to serve him. So if you have silver in your hand, if you have gold in your hand, if you have money in your pocket, it is primarily for one purpose: for service. For service. And you know something? If you don't serve God with your resources, you will soon start serving your resources. That's why you find people, even in the church, who are laboring and laboring, sweating and sweating, yet you can't see the effect of their resources. The capital requirement is that you serve God with your resources. Somebody say loud, amen.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us today as usual. Let's do this together. I appreciate you all, my people. How on a day today? Happy Sunday to every one of you. Now God bless you now. Help us to press on the like button. Help us to Okay, I don't actually know what happened there. I guess everybody can hear me. If you can hear me, just say yes. Thank you very much, Mother for Mommy Diaspora. Good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all you do. I appreciate you always. Thank you so much. Thank you, Frank Uno. Thank you, Clifford Ezebo. Thank you very much, God's child. I can see you as well. Mercy Foster, CEO. I can see you. Thank you, Agio Deborah in the building. Thank you, my people. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you very much. Good evening to you, Pretty Solomon. Thank you, my wonderful people. Divine Cross in the building. Thank you. Good evening to you. Thank you. Help us to press on the like button. Help us to share. Mr. Murray, thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you right there. I've showcased so many people already on the screen. In case we not showcase you or will not mention your name, I beg, make it obvious. Thank you, my people. Michael Renamaro, Pacha, not famous this. I can see you as well. Everest. I can see you, Tony Africa. Charity Coco is with us as well. Timmy Digbe is right there. Thank you, my people. I appreciate you all. Okay, meanwhile, I'm going to post out a link for those of you that want to join us today on our topic today. As you can see, we don't have politics. I just wanted to bring this one here. We need to quickly talk about it and see if we can end the show on time today, if possible. A link has been posted. For those of you that want to join us, please click on that link right there and join us here. Let's talk about the things that's affecting us. This time in religionism. then a marriage. So these are the two things we're talking about today. But the good thing about it is that Femi Falana does seek prosecution of churches diverting members' funds to business venture, or otherwise diverting charity funds to business venture. Anyhow, not ACM, churches, for me, my own interpretation, churches stealing, offering, tithe, and using it for themselves. More put it like that. There should be prosecution. But can this bill stand? You know, this is what Falana is currently standing on. But can this bill, for any reason, can it stand? For me, it's impossible. Yes, it's impossible. If you ask me why, I'll tell you yes, it's impossible because if you check the power of our religious leaders in Nigeria, it go hard. You know, I don't know how you're going to do that. Who's going to pass that bill? Who will be the person who will get the mind to pass that kind of a bill? That's another thing I don't know. But what do I know? I have one particular video that I want you guys to listen to. Let's quickly divert back again to marriage. Let's listen to Pharisee younger brother, Isaac, on what he has to say here. A link has been posted. Please join us now. Thank you.
One living 42-year-old wife to marry 25-year-old girl. I asked my friend, I said, why will you want to leave 42-year-old wife to go and marry 25-year-old girl? He said that one is younger, is sweeter. The engine never, they never use the engine well, it's fresh. I said, na mumu you be, my friend. These days, those 42, there are days there was no Snapchat, there was no Instagram, there was no all the funny apps that we have now. The 25-year-old you see these days, they are like Uber. Uber works every day. 25-year-old, she don't send her picture since she don't get phone since our own time. There was no phone. So the lady, that 42, all her youth, she was at home. No phone, no nothing. But this Gen Z, the 25-year-old, she don't dey use phone at the age of 14. She don't dey Snapchat at the age of 15. She don't dey send picture. The engine don't go. Mileage don't go now. Only the age young. But mileage, you can't compare with 42. Because those days, no Uber driver.
I don't understand what if I say brother Isaac they talk for there, but maybe some of you might be able to take us through on that video waiting they talk for there to analyze it properly. You know, but meanwhile, I'd like to quickly take this headline on this article here, right here on the Femi Falana. As you can see, Falana seek prosecution for churches diverting charity funds to business venture. You know, as you can see, the senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, has urged anti-corruption agencies to prosecute churches converting charity funds to commercial purpose, describing such an act as criminal. So it went on, speaking of so many funds coming to churches, how pastors and all that are using these funds to enrich themselves. But meanwhile, we've talked about these things before here on this platform. The question is, can anybody actually stop these people from extorting from their members and using it to enrich themselves? Although we have lots of their members that are gullible, regardless of what, whatever you say, they are not interested. They will always fight for their pastors. And then we have another question right there that we would like one or two persons to comment on. If you manage to get yourself to the panel today, you know, is that why? Who should wives respect more, husband or their pastors? This is another very, very important question, you know, that we all need to understand. You know, who should wife respect more, their pastors or their husband? This is very, very important. You know, as you all know, a lot of wives, you know, especially the wives of this postmodernism, that prefer to respect and honor their pastor than their husband. You know what they call their pastors, daddy, and all that, blah, blah, blah. So these are questions we really need to learn here so that it doesn't look like we are assuming what is happening in so many marriages today. A lot of men are facing one or two things that they cannot really talk about. They don't know who to speak to. Why is it that wives respect their pastors more than the husband? These are the things that we need to talk about. My presentation is over today. It's very, very short. For those of you that want to call in, please call in. Let's hear from you. If you already have our number, if not, I'm going to put it on the screen. To be nice to receive your call on time. I don't really want to be here on, for so long today, except otherwise. And I hope that otherwise doesn't happen. So please, the number is right there on the screen. If you want to talk to us, click on it. Let's talk about the things that is affecting us in Nigeria. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. I have the first caller already, which is coming from Mr. OC from Germany. Mr. OC, thank you very much, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. Thank you, sir. I beg, talk to us, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I say, as 40 years old, I don't know what to be mileage. That's make a ask. That's what I get platform.
Me don't know what to be mileage, you. Now make me say make una come on and tell us what to be the mileage where Isaac they talk about. Yeah. Wow. Okay. For inside ring growth for there. So wait till our government can they do it, those state government, what are they doing about it? Eh? I don't know. Hey, voila. Oh, wow. Thank you, sir. That mileage, as you they ask, now so me see they ask, oh, maybe we'll soon know, very soon. Thank you, my brother. All right, maybe we see. Maybe other person if you tell us what the mileage be, Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Yes, we're expecting more people to call in on time so that we can move on and finish on time here today. Thank you very much, Madam Rita. We can see you on the comment section. Thanks for joining us early today. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mercy Foster. I can see you. Thank you, Ajay Deborah, once again. And God bless my people. Peggy Modi, thank you very much, man. Good evening to you. Good evening to every one of you right there. Everest, once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, just do your part. Press on the like button. Help us to share. Okay, Madarita say mileage is body count, sir. Hey. You forgot analyze this one properly. Which one be body count again? You mean say if person they do skippy rope or be? So I don't understand that one. No. Mileage is body count. Okay, if they do skippy rope, how many way if you count? Now that one you mean? I don't know if they use another English till they can confuse us now. We don't know what that one mean. Oh, say mileage don't go. You say now body count now which kind count again now? Wow. Okay, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. I can see. Oh, okay, Madam Rita. Okay, now that I be the mileage so. Hey, voila. Okay, Madam Rita, you are revealing more now. Hey, I don't know. Make I look.
Mr. Elvis, I know. Believe say you don't know. You they get sarcastic. How you say you don't know what in mileage be?
Not only the mileage they get my car, not be I know.
No. In this context, no be that kind of mileage.
Oga Jonathan, why you define my own for this matter now?
We don't know what in mileage be. If you want buy,
When you want buy car now, and they can't you can't go there, you see the one for 100,000 kilometers, you see the one for 0 kilo. Which one you go buy?
Now 0 kilometer now.
Now, but in this context now, we go carry 100,000 mileage, go put down for house.
Okay, I don't understand you.
This
is a Jonathan, you are crossing the line, though. You are crossing the line.
How you?
Wow. Kai, any more questions on the comment section? Let me focus more on the people on the comment today. Question quickly before we move on. Once in a while, I think we should be prioritizing questions from the comment section. I'm reading comment now. My eyes is right there. Ask question. Let me quickly respond to it. Or tell us what you think quickly. So now that one I mean by mileage. Hey, wow. 80% never know. Now one day that they know more. Okay. All right.
Some people get 300,000 kilometer mileage for house. 300,000.
300,000.
I'm telling you, some people get 300,000 kilometer for house.
But how is that possible?
Now you be say the time limit now. They limited now. Within a short time, the thing go.
I must still talk and finish. You now are analyst for you. Now for politics, I will know you for.
See, Nigeria matter. There is no way you can separate even this matter from politics. No be the way they don't destroy our country. Now they make our young girls, young ladies, they enter 100,000 mileage before they even get to the age of 25. If the economy they okay, if they put everything right, young ladies with their mileage will still be 0. Even maybe at least maybe 1,000 kilometers, 2,000. That's still manageable. No be 100,000 kilometers, 200,000.
Now wow. But I didn't also be blow again now. Manarita don't change this topic now. It's part of the things that we are asking today. We want to learn a lot. Isaac Fire say the younger women of today, their mileage don't finish compared to the time of our mothers that year. And it means when you talk about loyalty, our mothers then are far loyal to our papa than the women that they see now. Then another question is, why it be say women they respect pastor past their husband? You see, today be as get no politics today, but no say there's nothing we can actually talk on, on this platform. We no go divert go politics. Margarita, you say wetin blow me? Na blow be blow now. When person press blow, he can't do 33 10 step and down. Now I mean now. Other words, it means blow. The real word, blow. Opposite word, still mean blow. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, now, and those calling now, the number is there. We are prioritizing callers and commenters this evening quickly. We will take them from there. Can somebody call in to tell us the full meaning of blow, proper meaning of mileage? Because this one where Mr. Jonathan they talk, so this will not be his job. I don't know why they shook mouth for that area.
Mr. Evans, they all intertwined. All of them they connected.
Okay, we get somebody for phone. I'm also whether the person go align with you. Thank you very much for calling in. Please talk to us. Your name and where you calling from. Yes, sir. Oga those. Thank you, sir. I beg, tell us what did they solve now?
Okay, I greet you. First thing with our people month. First see for the pastor aspect, not the same meaning and respect. Now our women or our mothers, usually they do. Now fear when the pastor don't impose on the women. Now it can be like that. Yeah, now the fear, now it can be like that. So that fear now, it does suggest them to go to down from them. Because when their husband go,
you there? Lasso, don't lose you. Mr. Jonathan, do you hear me?
I did hear you now.
Okay, 9/4. Okay, no, we don't say when it happen like that. I need to be sure if now my fault. Mr. Edos, are you there? Okay, you are back. Go ahead, sir.
okay, yeah, okay. I don't know whether you hear my last statement. I said that the pastor suggest them into fear. Now that fear, that they use to respect pastor, so we don't disrespect their husband, you know, because they believe say their pastor na fire. Their pastor will say, I will make this man not see tomorrow. So their wife will believe. So that is for that. For the good side, you know, say when we dey grow the corn, that the special grace of God on the 2 months time, I will be 39 years. You know, say when we dey grow the corn, if we do program with banana, you know, that after we do program finish, now the banana then they sleep. They'll come relax, they'll come sleep. But these days, who do program, now the people.
Hey, my brother, Mr. Edos, no. I don't like what you talk. So you are talking in parable. What are you talking about? Eh? So be banana, blow, banana, so. Eh?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, the topic comes from parable, so that because we cover with parable. I agree with the house.
Thank you, Mr. Edos. God bless you, sir. Okay. Let's say this matter now, if they get us, they be. Okay, now, can somebody call in or in the comment section, tell us why be say women, they respect their pastor past their husbands? We figure that one. Chapali, before I will go back to the panel. For those of you that want to join, it's better you start coming in now. Okay. Quickly now, why be say our women and they escape that area? Why won't comment for that area now? Okay, we have another person on the phone. Thank you very much, Philip Kings. Thanks for calling in, sir. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
To you as an one. Yeah, in just a few minutes, I just want to throw into that one you just talked regarding to why women they respect their pastor more than their husband. The only thing is say the pastor is their spiritual father now. Why the husband are their physical father? So they respect the spiritual father more than the physical father.
Oh.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. The reason why they respect pastor past their husband because they are their spiritual father. Okay. Why women not they bold enough to tell us that one made that they respect? Exactly. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, may women answer that part by themselves, right? And that one I go sweet pass. So would they look for a woman we go call and tell us why they respect pastor past your husband? All this one now when nobody they talk about that particular area now. It's not good though. Just tell us, why do you respect pastor more than your husband? It's very, very important. Let's take it together. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate everyone. Can you still hear me, Mr. Jonathan?
Yes, now. I did hear you. Hello?
Okay. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I can hear you now. Finally, we have Madarita with us. All this one, Madarita, they talk for corner since. Madarita, we don't see you now. I'll put you for panel. Come tell us where till they sup, where till be blow, where till be mileage, where till be body count. Why women they respect their pastor more than their husband? Tell us, Mama.
Please. Mr. Elvis, good afternoon. Happy Sunday, Mr. Jonathan. My lovely mommy diaspora, I love you very much. And my brothers and sisters, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, good afternoon to you, sir. Mr. Elvis, first of all, you started this thing. You're the one. I have never heard of blow or 3310 before in my entire life. You are the one that taught every one of us here. If you can explain to us in details what blow means, not the one that you give vague explanation you gave. If you can tell us what exactly that means, we can juxtapose it to the body count thing or the mileage thing.
Yeah,
But if you cannot explain it in details, I'm afraid I will not continue with that answer.
Make him go ahead, Mr. Elvis. So yeah, now you now.
Oh yeah, Mr. Elvis, back to you. Sharp.
Mr. Jonathan, help me explain that.
Don't be me, oh.
Okay, blow. Wetin blow mean be say, you see, those men, as weekend day, so midday here now they do broadcast. Some men, they different corner now, different lounges now, they press blow, they drink 3310 till they top and down. So that blow now be the Oriok woman where they beside them. Margarita.
That definition is still not clear. What is blow? What is the blow that they are pressing? Forget about the 3310. What is the blow? Explain it in details.
Margarita won't push you, enter where you don't want to go.
Me don't tire for this woman. I say that now she can educate us. I want to say a question.
Explain to what blow is, because those were your terms and those were your words that you've taught us in Nigeria Watch. So you have to explain in details. In details. I'm sure you know what that means. Thank you.
Margarita, you suppose know, all those married men where they come up for house. Go. Am
I a man? Mr. Elvis, I'm not a man now. So how will I know what is married? I'm not a man. So explain to us what is blow. Don't digress. What is blow, Mr. Elvis?
Make I explain like this way.
In details.
See all the details, yes. I want to break it down. Episode per episode now. When I see all those married men where they come up for house, money where you supposed to spend for your wife and your children, you can't go outside. You can't get what they call side chick. If you don't get side chick and you can't press that side chick blow and they spend all money for that side chick head, they drink 3310 till they top and down. Now that's why they talk. You don't understand me now.
I don't understand what is blow, Mr. Elvis. What is blow?
Oh, this woman. As I go far, so Margarita, I say, I beg for comment section. Una understand my definition, my explanation of blow?
Yes, you understand. No? Everybody's asking you now. What is blow, Mr. Elvis? So that everybody will rest. We don't know. They don't know what is blow.
Okay, let me pick call. Maybe somebody on the phone now will understand it better. Oga Tony Africa, thanks for calling in, sir. I better talk to us.
Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for your work. The last 2 days, so thanks. I say thank you very much. For bringing all those hammer news, which many people try to avoid, concerning the problem of this North-South dialogue, and then today Christianity, this Sharia law that I'll be talking about. Then today, now make I go to the topic now. This Christianity. When I came into your platform, within the first 1 month, then I was recommended by this Madam Rita to be removed. But your mother saved me because I was attacking pastors and everything. Anything foreign religion. I said, so I described them as a colonial master's religion. And then the Madam Rita called me. He's an unbeliever. So I said, thank you to Mommy D. Now me give her that name of Mommy D. Well put up again. And then Ogama did it. Mr. Black Soup, now you bring Black Soup come to this platform. No be that woman. So now, Ogana ya watch. Now the women, they will know. Not be you who explain. Now they know what they do with pastors before pastors sponsor them, abroad. Most of our women were sponsored to abroad by our pastors, so they cannot touch they cannot buy the figure that fed them back then. Okay, that's it, sir.
Thank you. So, Oga Tony, what will be blow?
Now the women that they will tell you now, especially that one when they speak now, what did they do before they go to Canada and the USA and Germany? Now the blow work what they do with pastor now. Before pastor come give them
Oh,
visa.
no. That area where they go so is a direct attack. Take that back.
No. I say most of our women, not be. I don't say that, madam. I say into Germany, Canada, UK. I know. So they get a centers when pastor they feed them. Whether they go ahead, they will stay there. They sleep there until when they will get their papers. So how they will go touch them? Yeah. How they will go by their fingers now when they don't enter abroad? They will talk against a pastor. They will they ask you, tell us what is will do now. But you don't know anything about that one. I will not be, you know, our culture now will not,
Thank you.
And the Obiri, that's all. But those people, they know their work. So not be who explain. Now the women that they will explain what they do before with their pastor. Will be like they don't want to. Even the way they do for blood, they see the ceremony to the pastors. You know, she has said that most African women are useless. And most men also, when they embrace all this useless religion, that's it. So,
okay, thank you.
Thank you, today.
Thank you. You don't already the cause and had to the African mosquito everywhere. All right. Thank you very much. Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to respond to Mr. Tony. Mr. Tony, you are a very disrespectful man. Never in your life address me as that woman. Do you understand me? And I'm waiting for the day that you come into this. If you have a very functioning phallus, you can come to this panel. And then just me and you, and then I would educate you and enlighten you, because I think your sense of reason is very obtuse. You can't come to a panel. We are talking about serious issues here, and what you come here to do is try to debase women or disrespect me or even disrespect this channel. Next time you call, if you know you don't know how to speak properly, sit at home and just listen and be educated. Thank you. Mr. Elvis, what's the next topic again? If you don't want to explain what Mr. Blow means, maybe I can go to the reason why women respect their pastors than their husbands.
Okay, better. Thank you.
Madam Rita, you know, to save Mr. Elvis from this, from my place, they will say, no, be all the mouth will they take talk. You know, they take all, they take all mouth talk.
Yes, but some people need to be, if something is a continuum, and when something is consistent, you need to speak. It's not every time. I totally agree with you, but sometimes when it's a continuous cycle, you need to stop that cycle from being useless. That's why you need to speak sometimes. Now, the topic, as we're moving along, we don't want any bad taste in our mouth. I will not say all women, respect their pastors more than their women, because that would be unfair. More than their husbands, rather. They respect their pastors more than their husband. That would be unfair to me. It's not all women. What I see there are two things. There are two things there. What I see, and this is my opinion. One is a spiritual aspect, and one is a psychological aspect. I will start with the psychological aspect first. Any woman any woman that is married women now we're talking about, any married woman that respects her pastor more than her husband, in the psychological aspect I'm going to explain, is because the woman is lacking something. She has daddy issues and she has husband issues. And then she sees somebody who sort of represents what she feels can give her peace, or represents what she lacked as a young girl. And then she sees that in her pastor. It now becomes some sort of obsessive respect. And then the husband, who doesn't really understand what's going on in her psyche, or doesn't understand that she has daddy issues, will look at it like, what's going on here? As a matter of fact, it can also be, as per a matter of fact, there can be some aspersions that she might probably be having an affair with the pastor. Yes, and I have seen this several times. Most women who revere their pastor, when their pastor comes to their house, you think is the Pope coming to their house. The plates that they've never used for their husband, they will go and bring it from plates of 30 years ago that has, the right China plates that has gold paintings, and they will bring it out. They'll bring the best cutlery. They'll set the table like you think they're going for it. Somebody royal is coming, like the Pope. And then you wonder, Why does she do? How come she doesn't do this to her husband? Perhaps the wine that she has refused her husband not to open, maybe the wine is 1914 wine, is over 100 years old wine. She will bring it because her pastor is coming. It tells you that there's something that she's lacking from her childhood and as well as from her husband. And that's why she has seen something that represents what she's lacking. That's the psychological part. Now, I see for the spiritual part, I see it that sometimes some people might be overzealous or avidly respect being a Christian. And in that process of overzealousness, it looks like you're worshiping your pastor. But what they're actually respecting is the body of Christ, that they see what the pastor is actually showing in the physical. I'm trying to explain it properly so people can understand. If they see that the impact of what this pastor has done to them in their spiritual life and it's working for them, just because of that, they respect the body of Christ and they respect the vessel that the body of Christ is using upon their life. The vessel we're talking about is the pastor. So that's why I said there are two parts in this. But in most cases, according to the subject now, because when you are talking about, you're complaining about something, you need to break it down because everything is not just one entity. There are several, windows, that encompasses that one entity. That's what I see. So if a woman is respecting or seemingly worshiping her pastor more than how she should, treat or respect her husband, there's a lot of issues surrounding that. There's a lot of issues. That's the understanding that I see. Maybe other people might have a better understanding or perhaps a better explanation, but that's what I see. It's something lacking, and that lacking thing is even more greater than the spiritual aspect. I keep saying a lot of people have gone through psychological issues. A lot of women have daddy issues. A lot of women have there are things that their husband is not giving to them, lacking. They're lacking. There's this word I want to. Women love to be appreciated. Let me put it that way. Women don't want money. They don't want like SCX. Women just want appreciation. Period. And there are several ways in which you appreciate your wife, and it's not expensive. But when a woman is not seeing that, and a pastor is doing that, what do you think happens over time? So, and then the man who is watching it now, because of this ego, especially Nigerian men, they have this gigantic ego chip on their shoulders. With all due respect to all Nigerian men, I love all men. But the typical Nigerian man is different. I feel Nigerian men are different from any other man in the world. They're different. And that's how God created them. But because a lot of men have this ego, they don't find that time to ask, okay, why is my wife behaving like this? Why is she worshiping her pastor? Do you want to know if there's something hidden or something that she's lacking, that she's having this behavior? They don't want to do it. They just want to complain because they're not getting what they want. And it escalates into something else. And the next thing that comes to their brain, oh, she's probably having an affair with the pastor. And then it blows out of proportion. So anyway, I'm going to stop here. Mr. Jonathan, I guess you're more experienced. And Mr. Elvis too. And all our mommy in the house, you probably say you can talk about something more better and more educative for me to understand and others too. So I will pause here for now. Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Elvis, are you there? Mr. Elvis.
Mr. Elvis is not here. Mr. Jonathan, I think you can continue.
Okay.
Take over.
Yeah. I think you've said it. I think you've said it all. Especially the second point that you raised, and that on that second one, I will. Anyway, first I greet everyone and everyone there especially I greet you, Madam Rita. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. I greet all those on the comment section. Mommy Diaspora, I greet you too. God bless you abundantly. I think, on that second point that you raised, very, very important. I will kind of maybe go a little bit just to expatiate on it. You see, one of the other reasons, because now the way you brought it out, you are very practical, in a very practical sense. That is what is happening. women want appreciation. The problem is that even those pastors that are displaying those attitude or those character that husband lacks, some men lacks, and the women are seeing it in them, some of those pastors also, they are worse off. They are completely worse off. That is the problem. So there's a judgmental issue even with women. The pastor that you are respecting over your husband is worse off in his own personal life, in his own domestic life. So it's not the proper representation of men. So then you now ask yourself, so what is the problem then? What is it that women are not seeing here that is making them to fall? Because it's like you are falling for the wrong thing. Accepted if the man of God, the so-called man of God that you are respecting over your husband is above board in his own personal life, everything is fine. If you go to his house, in his marriage, everything is fine. In his own house, the same thing that the woman is saying that she lacks, the pastor's wife also lacks it also. I'm talking practical now. That is why you will see, and because they are pastors, they are men of God, they can hide most of these things successfully, and you will not know, and people will not know. So it is not in all cases that the so-called men of God that women are respecting over their husband even qualifies to be given such respect. Majority of them in the first place. Then to come to the real question, why women are even doing it, brings me to your second comment. The issue is that some women in churches, one of the reasons why they are doing that is that they see it as the height of spiritualism. Once you respect the pastor, the woman can be so messed up in his life. She can be living so, she can be doing all sorts of things. Apart from not respecting her husband, every other thing also, she's falling short of it. She does a lot of things in her, personal or private life, but she sees that as a compensation. So when she respects the pastor, that compensates for those shortcomings. That's one reason. The other reason there in church, inside the church now, is that some women are doing it because they want relevancy. It gives them relevance in the church. In fact, it leads to competition. You know the reason why? So if you respect the pastor to a certain level, another woman or other women, they are respecting the same pastor more than you. So what do you have to do? You raise your own game too. You respect the pastor much more. And when the other woman sees that, okay, this one is, they also raise. So at the point, it gets to a point where this thing we call respect is something else. It's out of the window. Because everybody wants relevancy. Everybody wants relevancy. So these are the real practical issues that are happening in churches. When you see women there's nothing wrong to be ambitious. Even inside church, women are looking for position. They are looking for title. They are looking for position. That's why she will get to church. She will get to church 6 a.m. in the morning. She will leave everything for her husband to do on Sunday morning because she wants to be there as early as possible, so that when the pastor comes, the pastor can identify, oh, these are the workers. They've been here since 6 a.m. They've been working. She will leave her own duties at home. And then the husband will have to be the one that will take, prepare the children, get them ready, and then join her at 9 a.m. later on. These are practical things that I've seen in churches, because they are looking, even inside the church, they are looking for relevancy. That's one. Some other women that they are looking for relevancy also. They are even spending their own money to achieve that relevancy. The home will be suffering. There will be financial need at home. And you will see women, they will package money, go and give to church.
These are issues. And then by the time the thing blows out between the husband and the wife, the center will not be able to hold again. They will start fighting. And before you know it, one thing will lead to another. And then the pastor will have to come inside to say he wants to settle. These are the things these are practical reasons, not just, something that you are just, theoretical or opinion. These are the reasons that I personally, I have seen, I have identified in churches, relevancy amongst women. They want to be the head of department. They want the pastor to when it comes to, appointing, giving positions or title. That woman, she has been a dedicated worker in the vineyard of God. She's been here every day. She's here on Sunday. She's here 5:30 to a point where you will see women that the key to the church, they hand it over to a woman. A woman that has 5-year-old, 5, 7, and 10. 5, 7, and 10 old kids. They will hand over the key church to her. So because she's willing and ready to get there by 5:30 in the morning, the children will still be sleeping at home. What is that? What do you want to call that? She's looking for relevancy. Or is a way to kind of pay for her, sins, other areas of her life. She believes that if she can, that will kind of neutralize or cover every other shortcomings. But all these reasons, the one that I seen, that I've identified as being the most serious one amongst them, is women that are seeking for relevancy in churches.
Mr. Jonathan.
Yes.
Why do you think they need to seek relevance?
Why the women
a woman who is complete and contented, or who knows herself, would not need to seek relevance, either spiritually or physically. Now, why would you think that somebody feels that they have some sort of deficit just because they want to be seen?
Yeah, I know there are issues.
That's the nitty-gritty we're talking about. It goes deeper than just requiring relevance. Why do you need relevance, especially in the house of God? Why do you need relevance?
Some women are just, that's why I say the first issue that you raised, very valid one, which has to do with, if you even go back to the background of the woman, what the woman is lacking or what she has been lacking, and she now sees that in a pastor, and that is one of the reasons. But much more than that is that some women just naturally, they are just ambitious. There's nothing wrong to be ambitious, but it could be negative and it could be positive. The negative side is what we're talking about now. Women will just be ambitious. For what reason? I don't understand.
Mr. Jonathan, I disagree.
Yes.
Nobody, when you say somebody, some people are just naturally ambitious. No, anybody. If you study people who are extremely ambitious in their life.
I said being ambitious, there is nothing wrong. It is good.
Yes,
but
this is good. Yeah.
When it is the motive behind the ambition that matters now. Is it positive? There's nothing wrong. Or is it for negative reasons?
Yes.
That you are because you just want to get there. You just want to be seen.
Okay. See, that's obsessiveness of wanting to be overly ambitious, whereby you don't even care who gets hurt along the line. Even if it's somebody close to you, you just want to get what you want to get. There's something that made you become such an ambitious monster. There's something that led you there. Sometimes it's actually fear of failure, fear of going into poverty, fear of being rejected, and it still stems from how the person grew up, the trauma that they experienced. And they're adults now, and they're being driven by whatever that drives them, and they're so obsessive about it. They've hurt a lot of people along the line. They don't even see that they hurt anybody, but as long as that adrenaline is they've gotten it, that, oh yes, I finally got what I want. That's all that matters. So there's something deeper than just being an ambitious or an obsessively ambitious person. There's something deeper than that. And I think that's what we should start talking about. That's what we should look at. I mean, those terms of being ambitious, obsessive, those are like on the surface.
Let me narrow it down. You see, yeah, I agree with you largely, but let me narrow it down. I think in my own submission, I think I focus more on women that are relatively okay, that in their homes, financially now they are relatively okay. I'm not saying so. I think that's the one that I kind of focus on. There are two sets here. The other sets are those families that financially they are not okay at all. So when there is problem at home, at the home front, when the woman looks, here and there, she can quickly run to the church. This is another category of people now. So she can quickly run to the church and she get this, immediate support for a day or two, for a week. And this support comes from the pastor. Invariably, over time, this woman will be much more submissive, because and the pastors are taking advantage of it. So we have to look at it from these two angles. Those women that, what is your problem? Financially, you and your husband, you are okay. What are you looking for again in terms of finances? Those are the ones I'm talking about, that they're looking for something else, relevancy. I know there are deeper problems, but there are those that, see, there are issues at home and the man is not able to meet up. The woman will just go first. Yeah, the pastor, pray for us. Pastor, pray for us. Eventually, some pastor will even ask specifically, what is going on at home? And the woman, being vulnerable as she is, she will just open up. And the man could say, even here in the West, in the Western world, the pastor could write a check of $200, here this week, next month, another $250. They are supporting this family here and there. Eventually, over time, this woman, her allegiance, will be much more to the pastor than to the husband. And most women, when they are taking this money too, so I blame the men here. I'm not saying that entirely. I'm not putting it entirely at the feet of women. See, some men, they are just shameless. They are, to me, very disgraceful, and they will encourage this. Some men literally will be sending the wife out to go to the pastor because they know that the pastor will have some soft spot for women than for men. These are the reasons why you will see women. So I'm now coming to the category of those that are not financially, relatively, they are not okay. So that's another issue there. So they have been getting support from the church on a regular basis. Such women, over time, see, the pastor will become their God, where she can always go to. But what about those that are not in that position, they are okay, they are financially okay? What's your problem? That you respect your pastor more than your husband. That's why I come to the issues of relevancy. They are looking for push. I know that there are deeper issues. Some women, things that is lacking, they now seize it in a pastor.
Mr. Jonathan,
yes.
In the case of where the pastor is supporting financially over time, and the woman tends to, obviously, sometimes even both couples will not see the pastor as their God, sort of. What is the role of the pastor at that point? It's not about giving me fish. What is the role of the pastor at that point? Because a pastor at some point will know that, okay, this woman or this couple, they're no longer serving God anymore. They're not looking at me as their God, which is wrong. It's not every pastor that are honest about that. But in the case of a pastor who understands what's happening psychologically, and he now seeing that the diversion of worship is towards him and not Christ, what is the role of the pastor at that point? What that it's issue. What is the role of the pastor?
Yeah, normally the pastor at that point should be able to guide and direct, even much more importantly, the husband, as to, he should be more interested in his career, what is really happening. First of all, of course, they will handle it from the spiritual perspective. They will pray, for the man, fast together, and do all sorts of things like that. And then, but they will now have to go really, really practical, because prayer is not just you just pray and you just sit down there expecting heaven to fall. No, they will do all of that. Now, how to, work with this man, help this man, support this man. Maybe this man needs to get some more training. The church, the pastor can support in terms of even paying for some of this, because in church you will see situation where the pastor will come and meet some people in confidence and he will explain to them. So I'm talking from a practical perspective and not just from one church. I'm talking of, being in a circle of, in a space of churches. When you say, churches that you are not even attending, they will come and say there are these families and they want to support this person for these specific purposes. The pastor will get the support. The support will go to the pastor. Well, the pastor will now go back to this family. He's not going to tell the family that this support I'm giving you actually came from these other people. No. The man and the woman now, they will just see it as the pastor. This help is coming from the pastor. And the pastor will now, okay, is it for that training? What do you need? And they will support the man. But not in all cases. Some pastors are just control freak. I'm saying this. They love it. They enjoy it.
Agree.
Because it's a way of catching people, putting them under you perpetually to control them. They just, I don't know for whatever reason. I'm saying this because I've worked with them. Young ones, rich ones, poor ones, middle, average ones. Some of them just love it because it's a way of catching people and putting them under their control. And they just, instead of them to liberate the man or liberate the entire family by supporting, if you need more training, this is the support we are going to give you so that you can get better job, you can improve yourself and all those things, blah, blah, blah. Some will not even go there at all. It is just to give the family this, peanuts here and there. And see, when they do that, the woman, the first victim in that family will be the woman. The first victim will be the woman. When next there is a program in church, the woman will feel obligated to partake, to be part of that program with everything that is in her. She will participate. She will be the first person to arrive. She will be the last person to leave. Because she's now beholden to the pastor.
That's like a master-slave relationship now.
That is what is happening. That is why some women are beholden. That is why they respect. That's why they respect. They are so much more. And you have gone deeper into it. I understand that, women see some other things in pastors that they are not seeing, in the lives of their own husband. And because of that, they kind of fall for the pastor. Yeah, I know that. But I said earlier, some pastors too. Okay, when you see a pastor who's even his own life, his own family too, he has his own deeper problems. Even with his own children. Serious problem with his own children too. And one of the finest things that pastors do, one of the finest things that they do very well, they can cover up. They can cover up. You think a pastor's son will be addicted to alcohol and the pastor will come and put it out as a prayer point in church? That people should pray? It is only people that knows that see, oh, that pastor's son is an addict. They will, if there is anything they will cover. You think women will know that? See, this man also has problem in his own life. They will not. Some women are very wise. In fact, I agree. I would say in most cases, women are even more wiser than men.
Thank you very much, sir, for saying that. I had to acknowledge it.
So when a woman sees that this man is having problem in his own house, the woman will kind of, you see the wise woman, she will just draw back. Put 10 women out, 8 of them will take that decision without blinking. But the cover up, in church, they can cover up. If there is any place where there is talk of cover up, church is the headquarter, is the headquarter of cover up. They can cover up. And because people don't know, people are not enlightened, they fall flat for all these things. So, you see, so the reason, for me, these are the reasons why women respect their husband, you know. And some women just bring it from home. That's how they are trained. That's how they've seen all her life. She's seen her mother, you know, respect the pastor like that. And she, you know, she brings the same thing to her own, you know, home also. But much more, there are whenever you see a woman respecting the husband, respecting the pastor more than the husband, check out one of these reasons. Check out one of these 3-4 reasons that has been highlighted here today. Just check out. When you have exhausted the two that you highlighted and the one that I added to it, if you check this out, it will be very, very unlikely that issue will be outside any of these 3. Very, very unlikely.
You're very correct.
Very, very unlikely.
Correct.
I've seen women that between the man and the husband, the problem arose because the woman, as I said earlier, she will close from work 4 p.m. to come home because there is a program in church that is starting at 6 p.m. From work. She wants to get to church early because she has the key. Or she's playing an important role. She wants to get there by 5 p.m.
They call it walking in the vineyard of the Lord.
A woman who has left home since 8 a.m. in the morning, and the program will finish around, she will be coming back home at 10 p.m. What?
Mr. Jonathan.
Yes?
You know that in recent years, many pastors now, they're actually coming out to explain a lot of things that even they themselves taught in the past. And they're coming back to correct it, especially when you go to programs like couples retreat or maybe a women's retreat or a men's retreat. And I've heard some sermons where they're now telling the women, separate your work from God and the work you have to do in your home. Very few pastors now, over the years, I've seen some sermons, because do you know why they started doing that? Because many homes were suffering and everything was coming back to the church. Although they should do more, but they're not. Because you know why? They're selfish. They know these people are gullible and vulnerable. They wouldn't really over-preach it so much, because they know that if they do that, then the women will not just come to church at all to help them clean or sweep or collect tithes or do yes sir, or yes ma. So I would say, in all honesty, very, very few have come out to explain, to tell the women, especially the women. I don't even know why they have so much lectures on women without very few lectures on men. So much lectures all over, as if a woman just created herself or she's just by herself. This is for the husband and wife now, not even the single ones now. So some of them have come out to say, hey, listen, the fact that you come to church doesn't mean that you will not cook for your wife, for your husband or your children, or your home is dirty, or you cannot take your child to school, or you're not helping your child with the homework. and then you come to church and say you are doing God's work, you are committing a sin. Because the children that God has bestowed upon you as a gift, you are not playing your role as a mother or as a father. And then the excuse you say, oh, I am doing my stuff in church. Meanwhile, the pastor and his wife, they have every time to take care of their home and their children. And then tomorrow you see that your child is an armed robber or an addict or has gone to the other LG whatever side. And then you wonder what happened. I'm a Christian. I pray at 6 a.m. Everybody wakes up, you pray. But these are the roles. A lot of women don't know their roles. A lot of men don't know the role to play when it comes to serving God. They don't know. And everything is in the Bible there. But modern day times, we have unscrupulous, fraudulent so-called men of God that turned the body of Christ to a business venture. And I think that's where Mr. Falana was coming from when he talked about, seeking persecution of churches, diverting members' funds to business ventures. We have spoken about this several times. I have spoken about it. I said, many of these so-called churches, they own a lot of community banks. They own a lot of community banks. They own a lot of agencies that are affiliated with banks where people borrow money, to start a business. And this is where, Mr. Jonathan, we're talking about when members of the church suddenly become slaves, because most of them borrow money from some of these business ventures that are owned by the bank.
Yes.
So they're kind of tied to it. Their soul, their body, everything about them is tied to that church, because most of them started their businesses from business community banks owned by these churches. Yes.
That's
In
correct.
case some people don't know, most of these small, if you are doing online banking now. Sorry, Mr. Elvis, are you there?
Yes, we need to take some calls.
Oh, okay. I'll pause.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Couple of people were calling in. Mr. Ike, you can call back. My love of God is my strength. You are calling, and so let's start from my love of God. Thank you, man. Good evening to you, man. Let's talk first.
That was about give me I don't forget to call. I was calling since what's the questions? Good evening to everyone, first of all, on the comment section and on the panel. And good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Happy Sunday to everyone. Yes. I think one of the questions is why women respect
their pastors more than their husband.
More than their, which one again is the question? I can say the two together.
I think that is the major one, right? That is the major one.
That's the major one.
Yeah.
Okay, no, but there's one again that you're this
mileage.
The mileage.
I'll talk about the mileage.
The engine.
Thank you. Let me start with the why women respect pastors. You see, women are spiritual. How am I going to do? They are spiritual. They are so spiritual when it comes to that. And most of them, I want us to know that before they even got married, they are already connected. They have a connection to their pastor. So even when they you will find out that even before they get married, the wife will be fighting that I want my pastor to do the officiating of the marriage. The man will say, no, it's my own. But because the woman is very close to the pastor, you know, one thing with women, when they're in the environment in the church, they are so service-based. Let me use it that way. They are service-based. They want the pastor to see them that they are working well. They want the pastor to see that they are the one cleaning toilets, they are the one cleaning the chairs. So no matter what, there's no way the husband will care respect more than the pastor. And another thing again I want you to know, the woman will tell the pastor more secrets than the husband at home. He will even tell the pastor everything that happened in their bedroom. He will not be able to tell the man. Why? Because even at home, the husband is not doing what he should do as a husband. He's not appreciating her. You know, women, they want people that will appreciate them. And when you are not appreciating them, if a woman dress up and you are looking at her, you can't say, oh, this dress look good on you. Oh, this hair is beautiful. And she go to the church and the pastor say, oh, you look great today. She will want to respect that pastor and want to be in the church more than to be at home. The husband will not have control over her. The pastor will tell her something to do and she will do it, but she will not listen to her husband because she has seen the pastor as God. She has taken the pastor as God on earth. The husband is just a man that they do something together, they bond together. But you see that pastor, if time is not taken also, the woman might be cutting corner with the pastor. Say you get what I'm saying? We'll be cutting corner. When I say cutting corner, it's all over the place. There's no need for us to put it under our tongue. So we need to know all this. And the problem starts from home. It's how you hold your home. That is the way you are supposed the woman will behave. But if you look at it well, the Bible says we should honor our husband, we should submit to them. And the man should honor their wife and show them, come to them with understanding. But if the man is not giving that love to that woman that the Bible commands, the woman will be seeking for that love outside. And that outside will be the person that she has called a spiritual head. So in that way, if she sees the husband falling into water, she will save the pastor. So let me leave that one there. Now let us look at the mileage. When we look at the mileage of our young picking now, the youngest and who are just growing now, their mileage is very hot. It's gone past the mileage that you can calculate anymore. You know, some mileage, you put something and you calculate. The youngest of nowadays, you can't calculate, oh. And because why? A woman body cannot even, you cannot know what is happening in a woman's body. A woman can service 10 men a day, he will not tire. But you see, man, if man do 1, 2, 3, you go tire. But women, you cannot manage them. But you know the best women for every man. Don't say because the girl is young, I like her. What that girl is doing a day, an old woman like us when don't pass 40, we don't fit one. But you see all these young girls, when they are just coming up, oh, let's not say what they do, nobody can say it. I saw a video that people are throwing all around the place. A small girl in the video with 5 men. The 5 men cover their face. But the young girl in Nigeria, telling Nigerians what is their business. So what that man is saying is true. The best women that you can even interact with are the matured one. The young girls of nowadays, they don't care. Even your next door neighbor, they go do with them. But some we don't hold, we don't get time because we not even they look all those things. But the youngest now, their body is still like on fire. That fire they burn and they want to do the thing well. But for we don't tire. We know they look all those things. We don't burn. So youngest, they are on fire. You cannot calculate their mileage.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you for that explanation. God bless you. All right, let's hear from Mr. Ike. Mr. Ike, thank you, sir. Good to hear from you. Good evening, sir. Talk to us.
I was trying to put in a little, make a little contribution on this. There's something I have realized about relationship between a man and a woman and a pastor in between. You see, there's something they say that problems unite people. Whoever you tell your problem, it could go a long way to unite you and that person. So when women go and tell their pastor that the problem they have with their wife, especially sexual problems, the man is there to fill in the gap. Because our people have forgotten that you are talking to a human being. Yes, we call them men of God, but they are flesh. Blood and flesh, they are flesh. So when you go and tell your pastor that your husband is this, is that, he sees himself as coming to help where the man is not, where the man is deficient. Don't also forget that respect is earned. It doesn't come on default. That the man is a husband does not make him have automatic respect. He has to work hard to earn it. So a situation where you go to tell the man of God, I have seen cases where a man and a woman went to a pastor, and then the man said, Pastor, advise this woman, she is very, very disobedient, and walked out, and left the wife and the pastor. And what happened? That's where the relationship started from. The relationship continued until that man divorced the woman, because you exposed yourself. You can't pour paraffin around your body and stand near fire. You don't need anything. They just need to toss you and you fall inside the water, and that's it. It will consume you. So whoever solves your problem gets your respect. So people should know that a pastor is also human. So when you want to go and consult a pastor with your wife for any problem, make sure that your pastor is also with the wife there. There's nothing to hide. Bishop Adeboye once said that he has never done counseling alone with a woman, because that he is flesh. Anything can happen in that distance. When somebody cries to you, the person is looking for a shoulder. The moment you give that shoulder, bam, the relationship has started, though. And that's how the thing breaks. And it will now look like they now respect the pastor more than the husband, because they went with their two legs and went and put their problem before a pastor. That pastor will refuse to be a spiritual father there. He will become a material father and take over the relationship. And that's how so many relationships are falling away by the side. And it will look like they respect. And of course, they check the Bible to say, whatever you do to the least of my brothers, or whoever that gives a water to a prophet because of me will get tenfold. A woman will make a pot of soup, believing that she will get 10 pots by making the food for the pastor, and from the relationship has started. So we have to be very careful. Everybody has his role to play. When you have a problem, just like they say, don't bring the pastor in a relationship that is going bad. Most times, you don't solve the problem by bringing them in, because you don't know who the pastor is. The pastor might just be a God of man, not a man of God. And the person will be there waiting for such lapses to come. And the moment they come, they jump into it and destroy the marriage. And the moment they destroy, it will look like they respect the pastor more than the husband. So it is more our responsibility to keep our differences within ourselves and find a way to resolve it. The moment you go outside, the person will have an interest. That's my contribution. Thank you, Ross.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Ike. God bless you, sir. Thank you. All right. We don't hear different side of this particular story now. Why women respect pastor more than their husband, and why we say our younger women mileage don't go far than the way it's supposed to be before. If you look tele how our women they live their life, compared to this way they continue to live their life now. So now we still there for you. So, but meanwhile, now let's two we have for the panel. So I beg make we get our final submission from both of you on the panel so that we can round up. So let's do for 5 minutes final submission so that we can round up today. Now Sunday, no one sleep here today. Tomorrow, committee start.
Okay, Mr. Elvis, let me just do it then, Madam Rita can round up. I'm not going to even take 5 minutes. I think a lot has been said already. Madam Rita, thank you for the insight, and all the callers also. Well said. I just want to point out one thing. When you talk of respect in marriage, in the first instance, is even earned before the marriage. You can't go and marry a woman that you don't respect in the first place. All things being equal now, not that you are entering into the marriage because of other ulterior motives, money, whatever it is, or wealth or name. No. Before a man will marry a woman, you must have a high degree of respect, and the woman also must have that degree of respect for the man. However, that respect must continue to be sustained. The fact that a man earns the respect of a woman, it is the respect of that woman, the respect that the woman has for you in the first place, that she has to drop her father's name
She will drop her father's name and she will be bearing your name. You know, the sacrifice is monumental. It's generational. That's why you even see some men that are, especially within the rich, families that are rich. Fathers will tell the husband of this husband to be of his daughter that my daughter will continue to bear my name. But it is very minute. How many percentage you see that? Very, very insignificant. So women, first of all, I believe that it is out of respect, complete respect, that the woman has for you, that she will have to drop her own name and she start bearing your name. So there is respect even before marriage in the first instance. But it doesn't mean that respect will just stay there. No, the man must continue. That respect must be sustained. It's a work. It's an ongoing work. It doesn't stop the moment both of you say I do. In fact, the other work began from that moment on. So that's what I see. And then also the last speaker also talk about differences. Differences must be, men also must learn to keep their differences to themselves, and not that the first step is to run to the church, run to the pastor, who is also having his own problem, even much more greater than you think you are having problem. By the time you know the one that that so-called man of God, that you so man of quote and unquote man of God now, that you are running to, his own problem is even greater than yours. So we must be careful here, and I believe it has been well said, and I believe that I've learned one or two things, here today, and it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I appreciate it. Madam Rita.
Okay, thank you. Madam Rita, please.
Yes, thank you very much. As for the topic of the mileage, I'm not going to talk about it until I hear the full definition and explanation of what blow blow means for Mr. Elvis himself. That's why I would not touch on that topic, because it's very, very broad and I have a lot to say. Now, as for the second one about, women respecting, their husbands more than respecting their pastors more than their husband. I mean, we said everything. I mean, even the callers, everybody has explained it, in different angles. But the thing is, my message to everyone is, choose who you speak to about your problems, and make a decision that if you are going to church, if you have decided to become a Christian, for example, and you became a born again and you want to serve God, guard your heart with all due diligence, for out of it are issues of the heart, are issues of life. Guard your heart with all due diligence, for out of it are issues of life. I've forgotten what passage that is in the Bible now. And this also applies to the pastors too, because pastors are human beings. I think the caller said pastors are human beings. Yes, but it takes the grace of God and the Holy Spirit to continue to guide you. When there's a tempting spirit coming to meet you in the disguise of they're having some personal problem, a real pastor would know when to create boundaries. So, and that also applies to the people who have problems too. And sometimes, I think Mr. Jonathan or, the caller that said, sometimes some of the problems that people face, it's not just the pastor that can give you the solution. You can solve the problems yourself. So do not make yourself vulnerable. Dear woman, do not make yourself vulnerable because you're going through financial stress or emotional stress, and you just open up yourself in entirety to your pastor and forgetting that he's a man and not a God. So sometimes you need to go on your knees in the confines of your own home and speak to God. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. And everybody have a week. And this topic will not go away of the mileage. We have to talk about it perhaps next week.
Yeah, we'll continue.
Then, Mr. Elvis will have crafted his response.
He should have crafted it, defined it in details.
So that it will suit you. And then
maybe that time, yes, I'll go do research. What if blow really mean? Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. And God will bless you. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan, Madam Rita. In fact, both of you nailed it. Yes, thanks for coming in, at least to put your voice to this particular topic. We'll not get politics today, my people. Politics start on tomorrow again. You know, a lot is pending, so we're going to continue again tomorrow, 6 p.m. UK time. Endeavor to join us and let's do it together. Thank you very much, my people. And God bless you now. I appreciate everyone. Nobody buy me coffee today, Sha. Nobody even go close to thinking of buying me coffee. But that's fine. I will take it like that. Another day is right there. Thank you so much. Those of you that called into the show today, Mr. I, thank you so much. I appreciate you, sir. My love, God is my strength. Thank you. Thank you very much, others that call in. God have a blessing. I believe we receive up to 4 calls today. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, my people. I appreciate you. I'm not taking calls anymore. We don't close now. I beg people are nervous. You know, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. I appreciate you, sir. Thanks for all you do. Thank you very much, Mother Rita. God bless you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, my people right there on the comment section. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you for all you do. Thank you for being there always. Thank you, Black Panther, my brother. I can see right there, Tony Africa actually called into the show as well. Thank you, Tony Africa. I just remember now, and thanks for joining us today. God bless you. Thank you, Moody's Academy. Thank you very much for your time with us. Thank you, Eva Line. Appreciate you. Thank you, again, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Thank you, Divine Cross, Peggy Body, Ajio Deborah. Thank you, my people. And God will bless you. Monsieur Omorigi. Thank you, my wonderful people. Abdul Malik, thank you. We don't close now. Eddie Justice, thank you. Yes, we don't close. We are going to continue again tomorrow by 6 p.m. UK time so that we can do this whole thing together. My people, I'm going to have a blessed one. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Fingers crossed by God's grace so we can take it from here. Take care and have a good night. Bye for now. Please make sure press on the like button, help us to share and let our voices always go far. It's very, very important for us. Thank you. I beg, allow me to end the show right now.
Just walk, koma nuwagei mafiama ora ba onema Jesus nuwagei mafiama wagei moa wa Jesu me ni me tutie, o pera ni